it's time for something seriously unimportant. With your hosts, Anthony, Harley, Jimmy, and Arden.
What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Hello.
Ant, what's the deal?
Yeah, good job there, buddy.
Sorry, I'm preoccupied.
Yeah, fuck you. All right, so what are you preoccupied doing over there? I thought you wanted our intro to be talking about your weed festival that you're spending,
I was going to say, he's
7 days at?
pre-rolling for the start of the week tomorrow.
That ain't making it to the weekend.
No, it's not even going to wait.
Didn't I hear you say you already
my God.
broke into the stash to bring down to AC? You have your money. You know we're doing a talk show here. you dickhead.
Sorry. More
He does this every
marijuana
time.
is way more important than anything else in life. Yeah, marijuana this weekend. We're going down to Atlantic City for the Boardwalk Buds convention. It's gonna be fucking awesome. A weekend of pro wrestling, music, comedy, strippers, fucking marijuana. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, I thought you said it was just like a concert.
No,
No,
dude,
it's
it's
a
a big.
No, it's a whole
convention.
festival.
It's
Oh,
a
shit.
festival. Yeah, there's wrestling shows all weekend. There's a DJ
Nightclubs.
nightclub thing. There's an after party at a strip club. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Are you going to try to meet up with our friend Manda Morris?
Of course, we're definitely gonna catch her set for sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Pretty
that's
sure she's
cool.
playing during the food truck festival, which is even cooler.
Food Truck Festival.
They have like
She
over
might be-
25 plus food trucks.
Yeah, there's
She
like-
might be staying down there for the night before. You should try to see
Well,
what
we're
she's
going
doing.
down tomorrow, so
Well, if Jimmy gives us the fucking GoPro.
yeah.
Ooh.
I'm still thinking about it.
I think you needed to give it to him
He
because
just
I
wants
want to
to-
see what this after hours
No.
party at the strip club
I'm
is all about.
I'm probably gonna end up.
He
and
just-
we're gonna need some GoPro
The
video.
thing
of
is,
that.
the
needs to
GoPro
go-
is like my baby right now, and
Yeah, right, Jim. You just need to go delete all the footage you don't want us to see.
no, there's no footage on it right
Uh-huh.
now. I just don't want. I don't know. You do some you're not taking it to this Juggalo fucking thing.
Yeah.
This
That's for sure.
Juggalo thing.
No,
Okay,
you're
that's
not-
gonna be a whole
Whoa.
other episode
Whoa.
because Jimmy's about to get his fucking ass whooped. You fucking disrespectful shit.
You
Bring it
might
on,
actually get
motherfucker.
stabbed. You might actually get stabbed.
You're gonna get stabbed
I
by a
might
lot of
actually get
juggalos.
Listen, you're not bringing it there.
Well, I don't
'Cause
care
it's
about
gonna- it's
bringing
gonna
it
get
there, bro.
destroyed.
Nobody said bringing it there.
Destroyed.
Oh, no.
This
who's gonna
motherfucker doesn't even
destroy
know what a
it, dumbass?
juggalo is.
Ant.
Fuck you, Jim.
Ant said
Fuck
he's
you,
going to
Jim.
destroy it there.
No, we're not friends anymore.
Because he says he might
Wait,
die
we weren't
there.
friends in the. No, I don't want to die there. Listen, the gathering is going to be so awesome that the rest of regular life is going to suck so much worse that if I died at the gathering, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Okay. Yeah, but I would want, if you died, whatever, but where is my GoPro when you die?
Up your fucking ass. That's where it is, buddy.
You know what? We'll put a little tag on it that says "If lost, mail to this address."
Oh my god.
So,
I hate you guys.
And
I'm
then
gonna-
we'll trust the honor system after that. It's fine.
So what I'm going to do is, all right, I will let you bring the GoPro, but I'm going to post it on as a vlog on my page. It's just going to be you instead of me.
Okay.
That's fine. I get to guest host your vlog for a day.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
Well, no, just film the whole thing, then we'll edit it together.
Can I
you
show
know?
my penis?
That means,
No. Well,
Well,
not for
you-
YouTube.
you
might
see
can,
crazy
you can keep
mics.
it for yourself.
yeah,
I'm fucking with you.
you can, but we're not going to air it.
Damn.
Jimmy might keep it though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? I got you, Jim.
I'm going to keep it in the folder on
I
my
got you.
computer. Did you see it when you were hacking onto my computer?
I did.
It's a folder that says Anthony right here.
I didn't open it. I was scared to.
Get the fuck out of here. If I had a folder like that on there, you know you'd be opening it. The fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'd be too curious.
I'd open it. So anyway, this is a weird introduction. But we do have a really cool guest. Her name is Marcy or Marcy.
Oh,
And help me out. Somebody else take this away.
Go ahead, Jim.
Come on,
Go ahead,
come
Jim.
on. Let's do it.
Do
Do you need to look at the? Do you need to look at the calendar?
Do you need the juggalos
Do you need
to
to look
come
at the
in and help
calendar?
you, you
No,
fucking
that
idiot?
is her Marcy
I remember it.
RockerGirl.
There it
Rocker
is.
Girl. Okay.
There it
All
is.
right.
Should we beep that out or?
Marcy
Jim.
Rocker Girl. How you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me, guys.
For sure.
Thanks
We're
for
happy to
coming.
have you. So I met Marcy, a couple of years ago, right? During
Yeah,
the Grunchapalooza.
Like 3.5 years ago?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Those shows were great. Always a good time, you know. So who are you? Are you friends with Dave or Lyle? Like who did you start coming there with? Dave or Lyle?
I actually met Dave and Lyle through another friend who was in a band that did all the Grunge-a-Palooza events.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Which band was that?
It actually was White Limo when they had their
Oh,
old singer.
Clint? Was it Clint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you
Clint.
go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Clint was actually supposed to be on the show before.
Yes, he was.
He never texted me back. I was afraid something happened to him. I hope he's okay.
I think he is. I think he would have been a really fun guest. He has
for sure.
some good stories. Not better stories than I do, of course. But he's got some pretty good stories, I have to admit.
Yeah. Yes, there's Grunge-a-Paloozas. We talked about these events a couple times on the show. You guys were at the last one.
We got to go to the last one. That
We
they
had we had Dave Allen on the show. That was a good time. I don't know if you watched that one. Him and Carter were performing some
Jen,
live music.
nobody watches our shit.
You don't know that by now, buddy?
Whatever. So,
Jimmy does. He likes to watch and re-talk to himself later in the fucking.
yeah. I watch it. I'll have it playing on 4 different TVs.
Yep.
Just to up the views.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'll be like
Exactly.
Robin from How I Met Your Mother. He can't
Exactly.
do anything until he
winks
sees
at
himself.
himself.
Yeah.
So anyway, Marcy, I gotta hear about this. All I've been hearing about is Dave Chappelle at
Yes.
with the Foo Fighters
That
at
fucking
Madison
video
Square
was
Garden.
awesome.
Okay, so first of all, I wanted to say that going to MSG in New York to see my first Foo Fighters show ever
That's
that's
legendary.
great.
was amazing. Okay, amazing. I was on the floor,
Oh.
surrounded by people, sold out show. We were screaming and dancing, and
That's
it was
amazing.
out of control. But tons of love, tons of love.
Yeah.
Everybody was hugging each other and singing along, and it was great. David Chappelle, that was out of control. That was just everybody was like, "Is that David Chappelle? Where did he come from?" It was amazing from start to finish. I wish everybody who loves that band, who loves that music, could have been there because it was definitely an experience.
Yeah, I've never gotten a chance to see the Foo Fighters. That's one band
Yeah,
I
I still haven't
definitely
gotten to see them.
want to
either.
see. I've never been to Madison Square Garden
Yep,
either.
neither have I.
I heard that's an awesome
Never
venue.
been in New York.
It's a great venue for a lot of things. I've actually been on the floor for a lot of wrestling matches because I'm really into professional wrestling. So
Okay.
it's a great venue to see music, wrestling, all kinds of special events. So next time you go to New York,
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to see the Foo Fighters. Were they in Philly yet on this tour?
No, this wasn't a tour. This was just I think it just like a
just
concert.
like a special
Yeah.
event type thing.
Yeah, I think
Okay. Yeah.
That was the
definitely.
holy shit. We're going broke. Let's do a show real quick.
so. Yep.
Let's call Dave Chappelle and tell
Yeah.
him to come
You,
out. and
dude,
help
you
us
know,
out.
like they were just hanging out the night before at some club, probably at the comedy club or something, and just like we're sitting there talking. They're like getting drunk. Like, yeah, you should come on the stage tomorrow, man. We're playing. What song do you want to do? I don't know. Creep.
I fucking
Can you
love that
imagine
dude.
if that's how it actually happened? That's probably how it happened.
What do you
Probably
mean?
how it
Carter
happened.
was there. It is how it happened.
Yeah.
somebody's got to do it in the Dave Chappelle voice. Who can do a good Dave Chappelle impersonation?
I can't. I'm
cannot.
horrible at impersonations.
Yeah, so am I, sadly. We need to get an impersonation person on here. That'd
That'd
be
be
cool as hell.
awesome.
That would be pretty sick.
Any
Yeah,
of you
who-
crazy motherfuckers on the internet, nobody know anybody? Let us know.
Yeah, I don't really. We should get that for our next prank call episode. Have a really good person on here that can do like crazy impressions. So Marcy, why are you calling yourself Marcy RockGirl? What is this about? Do you have some kind of what's going on?
So actually, I was Marcy RockGirl about 10 years ago, and apparently myself and the people that control the social media platforms had a bit of a disagreement, and they deleted my old Marcy RockGirl account.
Okay.
And so then I had to go by my birth name, and surprise, surprise, years later they forgot about it, and they let me reactivate Marcy RockGirl.
Cool. All right. So, what is Marcy RockGirl? What is this about? What do you what do you do on these Facebook pages?
So right now, I have a whole bunch of projects going on.
Cool.
My first project that I'm actively doing it's a songwriting thing. I've been writing songs since I was in high school, so
Nice.
forever.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm going to do something with it. I actually have coming up in a couple months an appointment with a songwriting agent, and I write lyrics. So he told me, lyrics are great, but we really need music. So I actually connected with one of my Facebook buddies who plays piano, and we are actually working on some music to some lyrics that I wrote.
Cool. How many songs do you think you have, like ballpark?
Well, lyric-wise, I have over 50.
Nice. Okay, cool.
But for the demo, we're only going to do 3.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to do the top 3 songs. And, I mean, it's a interesting project because we're new working together. So we're kind of, bouncing a lot of crazy ideas off each other. But so far, I think that project is coming along well.
Nice. That's super cool.
I expect maybe like in the next couple of months, we should be finished with 3 songs, and then we'll move on to the actual recording process. And hopefully it'll be good, and hopefully I'll get an agent. And
Hopefully.
Yeah,
That
they're
shit's
gonna
gonna
be
rock,
good. Yeah.
right? Ain't putting out no shit.
You can't come on the Seriously Unimportant podcast and then put out something that's not going to sell millions of copies. You got to believe in yourself.
Yeah. We, we're really serious about getting, we have so many views. Just from this, you might have
We
so many
actually
more
support
fans.
our fans and our guests that come onto our show, unlike some of the people we've had on our show who don't know how to click the fucking share button.
Yeah. I know Marcy's going to be sharing it. She's been sharing this shit before, for 2 months before he even came on.
Yes.
Crazy.
Very active. Yep.
As I've been seeing these posts, it's like, oh, can't wait. Seriously Unimportant in a month. I'm like, nice, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the enthusiasm.
But congratulations on this. I'm happy you're finally thinking about doing something with the songs you wrote, and
Thank you.
hope everything works out with your partner.
What kind of
on the
music
piano.
do you write?
Death metal.
So, yeah, you know what? That's actually funny because I actually went to a death metal show once.
Oh, nice.
Do
Do you remember which band it was?
You know what the funny thing is? All I can remember was, I would say at least 50% of the bands had the name Death in it. So
Yeah, I
it was
feel you.
like Death Angel. and
The
it was
sad
like
thing is that
Death
doesn't
by
narrow it
Death
down.
Yeah, we just cast a wide net on that
Yep.
one.
No, but it was a lot of fun. I would say, as far as my writing's concerned, basically I get inspired, and when I get inspired, like I'll start writing, and basically the song will take me in the direction. Like one of the songs that
That's cool.
I plan on using for the demo, it's going to be a duet. That's going to be a nice, soft kind of ballad. But then I have some other songs that I'm thinking about that are kind of, one's grungy and the other one's rocky. But I really feel as though a good lyric, if you hand it to any artist, they can make it country, they can make it death metal, they can make it however
Totally
they see
agree
it
with
in their
that.
head. So I think a good lyric, it just transcends. I can't even say it. Transcends all the genres. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I to add to that statement, like if you haven't seen the video of me and Carter jamming out at Time Out, all of the different musicians on that stage, we all come from a different background. We all come from different music, from different bands, but when we got on stage, we fucking played the same music and it sounded banging. So it's pretty cool when musicians can just get together and use their brains together and fucking put out music.
Yeah, fucking A, man, for sure.
Jimmy, you should show her your rendition of Let It Be. Maybe you guys can get inspired on that.
There you go.
Yeah, I know the first couple chords.
Yeah,
That's
Jimmy.
about it.
Jimmy's starting to play piano.
Jimmy's also dropping a mixtape, by the way.
What do you mean by starting
The
to play
4
piano?
different ways I
Yeah.
play Let It Be.
I'm practicing. I'm focusing on one song, trying to get. That's the hard part with piano, man. I never really play. It's keeping that middle finger in certain.
This
yeah,
one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's the one.
it's hard to get used to, man. I'm sure it is for any instrument, but like this is like the first time I'm really fucking with an
Yeah,
instrument.
I took lessons for 2 years. I never got into it.
Yeah.
What, piano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was young. It was like from like 11 to 13 or something.
Oh,
I
okay.
absolutely adore the piano and absolutely am super jealous of anybody that can play the piano. But
Yeah,
good-
I
a
can't
good
play the piano.
piano.
I know like a
it's
little bit,
cool, right?
but that's it.
I hit things with sticks. That's about, that's what I do.
So-
I get the overall idea of how it works. Making it sound like Billy Joel is a different story.
Right.
So, Marcy, do you play any instruments?
The interesting thing is I actually did take piano lessons.
Oh, okay.
I went to college. My first year, I majored in music. I majored in voice, but I got, music writing, music theory. I had
It's a cool thing to major in.
I didn't even know you could major in that. That's cool as shit.
Oh yeah, you go to music college, like fucking A, man.
it was a lot of theory. I did have piano. I was not very good at it. You're supposed to just play by memory, but I had like a cheat sheet, like I stuck the keys with little stickers on there. And
Yeah.
I totally cheated. So piano, I don't remember any of it, although I do have like a cute little cheap but cute little Casio keyboard.
Oh, okay, cool.
So when my piano player comes over and we work on the music, he doesn't have to worry about it. He's got, something to play on.
Yeah.
I also took guitar lessons. Now, the crazy thing about me and guitar is I had a friend. He was in this pretty popular local band, and he was awesome on guitar. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm doing guitar lessons. I'm like, please, 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 please pick me. I'm a friend. So he's like, okay. He fired me as a student. Like, I didn't even know you could get fired as a student when I'm paying him. But he fired me because
Were you not showing up, or was it just...
Well, no, I was definitely showing up because
okay.
it was in the recording studio. So I got to come in with my guitar and act like I was really, a rock star.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I was like 19 at the time, so I'm like really young. But he fired me because he was like, I've got some real serious guitarists who want to be better. He was like, and I teach you two
You
chords.
just suck.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
I killed on those two chords, okay? Nobody played those two chords
Some
like
of the
I
best
did.
punk and hardcore songs are only two chords. So
Was it
fuck them.
Let It Be?
Right.
If it was, we might have something going here. I smell magic.
You guys own the same two chords. That's awesome.
We're gonna have a battle of the bands. Me and Carter's band versus Jimmy and your band.
Yeah.
So, Marcy, do you sing?
She said she sung.
Okay,
No,
so
yeah, she said she studied.
so I studied voice, okay,
Voice, yeah.
and then for years I didn't really do much musical because I got into professional wrestling. I went to professional wrestling
Yes.
school, so that
Wait,
went
whoa,
on.
hold
for-
up.
Wait,
What?
Yeah. Rewind. Hold on. Aunt loves wrestling.
I
and
am
you-
a wrestler, or
and
was
a
am.
wrestler.
A
Now,
retired
Kind of.
wrestler.
now he's a talk show host.
Yeah, right.
He's like Jay Leno.
Me and Jay Leno hang out all the time.
Yeah.
He's my boy.
So, Marcy, what do you mean? You went to professional wrestling
Like,
school?
did you train to be a wrestler, or?
So what happened was, I always loved wrestling. Okay, ever since I was like 12 years old, I loved it. I would go to all the matches and stuff. And then one day, I was reading a wrestling magazine, and in the back of it, they had a book by Paul Bearer.
Okay.
When he was still alive, he wrote
Yeah.
this book on how to get into wrestling. So I read the book, and I find out that there's actually 2 wrestling schools. One was in Pennsylvania, but it was way out in the mountains. It was from the Wild Samoans. And the other one was in New Jersey, out in Westville, which wasn't that far from me because I live
Yeah.
in Philly. So
You talking about Monster Factory?
Monster Factory, yes.
See?
I went to the Monster
I
Factory.
know my shit.
It was just amazing. Everybody
Yeah.
was nice, but I actually didn't go to be a wrestler. I just wanted to be a valet. I wanted
Yeah.
to wear my mini skirts, my little
Yeah.
tops. I wanted to escort, the big muscular wrestlers to the ring. But what I found out is you're not allowed to even be at ringside unless you can handle yourself,
Yep.
just in case somebody grabs you.
Yep.
And you know what? I got grabbed a lot
Yep.
in those matches. But yeah, so I went to wrestling school, and they have like a little league, and I managed a tag team, and they won the belts, and then I got to be on cards with big. If you know anything about wrestling, you'll know who this person is. So the first wrestler I ever escorted to the ring, was a WWF Hall of Famer. It was King Kong Bundy.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's dope as hell.
And he and I actually became friends. He was a really nice guy, and so he was the main attraction on that particular match. And there was about maybe 4 or 5 girls who were all trained to be valets, and they said to him, you can have anybody you want as a valet, and he picked me, and I was so
There you go.
thrilled.
I didn't
That's
even
awesome.
know everybody trained at the same place.
Yes.
Even if
Referees, all of them, they're
Yep.
all on the same training
Damn,
team
I
because
should
they
have
all.
looked into being a valet.
Yeah, right.
you're
There
not,
you
is
still
the place
can.
closed?
Well, there's millions of places you can go for it. That she's just specifically talking about this specific one. But no, it's not that far away.
Yeah, and I think the coolest thing that a lot of people don't know is it's really easy to get into it. I mean, not obviously on the high level, but I mean on the local level. And once you get on the local level, I mean, I met people who were, back in the day it was ECW. I met people from WCW. I had really close friends from, the WWE. And that was because they were on the smaller cards,
On the
when they were
independent
in
circuits.
town,
Yep.
and that's how I met them. So it's kind of really easy once you're trained to get into it. I mean, it's not easy to make lots of money. It's kind of like music. Like music is in
Yeah.
a way kind of easy. You could always go to an open mic or something.
You can always
like
make
that.
a little money
A
with
little.
music. You can always make a little money. If you want to make a lot of money, that's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
it's very hard to make a lot of money in the
So
professional
real quick,
wrestling
this is
world.
a question for all you guys. So the Monster Factory, is that an actual wrestling company, or do they?
So
do
they're
they just
a training
train
They
everybody?
do run their own shows, but
Mhm.
so many WWE and other company talents have come from the Monster Factory. They kind of train them and then they'll send them up to WWE and up through the ranks. and,
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. So before you're a wrestler, you're like a free agent or whatever. Does Monster Factory help you?
yeah, it helps you get to that next
help
level.
you go like you said when WCW was in town or ECW? Is that how it works? They help you go get matches in these.
Sorta.
Do they
in
do
these
they help you get a
companies.
job with higher companies?
Yeah,
I guess is what he's
for
asking.
sure.
So they can do that. A lot of times it's more like networking. It's
Yep.
more like, you're at the Monster Factory show, and like I said, King Kong Bundy's there. You're talking to him in the locker room. He sees you have some talent. We need some guys to do, a little run-in spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
He might, mention it. And, so a lot of it is, the Monster Factory or wherever you're training does help you. But a lot of it you get through just networking. Just
Networking,
meeting
yeah.
people.
Isn't that this?
ATG from UWF?
Yeah.
He wrestles for for Monster
Monster
Factory.
Factory.
right
Okay,
now.
that's where
I'm
he
pretty sure he's
wrestles?
currently their tag team champion.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah. I've seen videos and stuff. The setup looks really cool. I didn't know exactly where
Yes, sir.
he was wrestling. That's super cool, Marcy. Yeah, you're full of surprises. I didn't know you had anything to do with wrestling.
Did you
Oh, but
date
but-
anybody?
So here's the funny part. I was going to jump off of that topic before anybody brought that up. But the interesting part of this story is that I actually did date a professional wrestler who's in the WWE Hall of Fame. But here's the funny part. I actually met him before I went to wrestling school. Part of the reason why I went to wrestling school is because I guess I kind of wanted to feel closer to him, and maybe one day he'd take me out, for the big thing. And I just met him at a wrestling event. Like I was just at a wrestling event and he was there signing autographs and he saw me. We started talking, hanging out, and we kind of saw each other off and on for like a couple of years. But I mean, you know how wrestlers are. They're
Yeah, they're
international.
all over the
They're
place.
all over the place. And, I had my life here. So
Right.
it wasn't serious, but it was
Yeah.
fun.
Gotcha.
It was fun.
You gotta let us know who he is after we're done recording.
But I never answered your question, though, about the singing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back to
right.
the singing.
Wait, what? That's how we are around here.
No, I do sing. Mostly, I've been doing a lot of, open mics, karaoke. I haven't really been doing any, lead singing. One of my projects coming up is I will be singing providing some guests and some backing vocals to a friend's band. I think right now I'm probably not looking to be a lead singer of my own band because my number one project, is the songwriting demo. But I also have some other projects, coming along. This weekend I'm actually going to start filming for our friend music video. And the funny part about that is, ever since I was a little kid, ever since I saw Tawny in the White Snakes videos, I've always wanted to be a video vixen. Oh, and then Bobby Brown and Cherry Pie, I always wanted to be a video vixen. So it's going to be cool to do the scenes for the video. There's going to be some, live stuff on stage. I'm going to get up on stage, and then there's going to be some other shots, and it's kind of high concept, so I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out.
That's awesome.
I can't wait to see how that turns out. That looks crazy shit.
So that's something I can actually cross off of my bucket list.
Yeah, your bucket list,
Video
for
vixen,
sure.
I can cross that off. And then next month, I'm actually going to have like a bit part in a sci-fi movie. So that's going to be
Nice, man.
That's going to be a lot of fun too.
Nice.
Can you tell us anything about it? Or is it still hush hush?
You know what? If I tell you anything about it, I'll be telling you.
She's gonna
the
have to kill
movie.
you.
But
That might be okay too.
hey, it's sci-fi, so some freaky stuff's probably gonna happen in that
Bet.
movie.
We like freaky shit.
That we do.
No, but I'll definitely, I will definitely keep everybody informed about, like what's going on. So everybody out there, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. It's Marcy RockGirl, MarcyRockGirl. So I will keep you up to date with all of my upcoming projects.
Yeah, and her everything we're going to have in the description of this video. While you're there looking at her stuff, make sure you like this video. Share with your friends, and make sure you're subscribed. And make sure that bell is on, too.
And
Thanks.
comment.
And comment.
You sucked that one. No.
Yeah,
Guys,
sorry.
just do something. Just do anything. Like, could you just pick one of them
Just watch
and
to
just
this
do that?
point,
It's
at
fine.
least.
You know what? If this video gets 10 likes, me and Jimmy will have a duel with water
They'll
balloons.
get their nipples pierced.
No,
All
I
right,
didn't
I'm
say
fine.
that.
Yeah,
Jesus
dual water
Christ.
balloons.
Duel with
That's
water
fine.
balloons.
All right, we'll do that.
They'll get
10
their water
likes.
balloon nipples pierced.
10 fucking likes. It's not that hard,
10,
people.
Just 10.
It's not that hard. If we don't get 10, I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Ah.
So, Marcy, you said you're really focusing on your songwriting,
Absolutely.
which I think is really cool. Do you have any other writing experience?
Oh, so I actually started off writing poetry. I wrote my first poem when I was 6 years old, and I performed it at my church. It was
cool.
It was children. It was Children's Day. So can you imagine like a little mini me up there? And wait, I can recite the poem because this is how
Get the
short
hell
and
outta
quick
here.
it
Let's
was.
do it.
Okay, ready? Okay, so it was try to be happy when you're sad. Try not to show it when you're mad. Try to be kind to one another. This is my advice to you.
There you go. I like that poem. That's very nice.
Yes.
That needs to be everyone's like mantra.
So I went from poetry to when I went to high school. I was really in that's how I started getting into rock and roll. That's truly where Marcy RockGirl was born.
Okay.
So I started writing songs. I had a friend that had a band, and I sang backup, and I wrote a whole bunch of songs. Unfortunately, we only performed one song because the band was more of a cover kind of band, so they only actually performed one of my originals I wrote at 15. But I still have it.
Nice.
And then I started writing novels. I actually wrote a novel. And at one time, I went to a big writers convention, and I had the biggest agency in New York interested in my novel. And it didn't go far, though. It didn't go far. They were interested. They gave me a business card. They didn't want the treatment, which is like 10 pages. They wanted the whole thing. The problem for me was that I was writing this. I heard about the festival, and I said, I went in, but I wasn't done writing. So I kind of pushed the last few chapters through.
You were trying to trick. Okay, so you were just rushing. You were rushing it, trying to get into the festival.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so I don't think it was as polished because they say once you write something, and I think you should do the same thing with songs. You should write it, put it away, don't look at it for a couple months, and then look at it with fresh eyes. And then when you look at it with fresh eyes, you notice things, maybe I should have said this here, this chapter doesn't work.
Of course,
But
yeah.
I didn't have a chance to polish it. I just threw it out there. I'm like, it's done. I go run into the festival and they're like, we love your idea. It's brilliant. And I'm like, oh, crap. What do I do now? And I'm thinking, please say just send us 10 pages. They're like, no, send the whole thing. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, man.
So what they told me was that it needed to be polished, which I knew. At the time, I had school. I had work. I just had so much stuff. And it's like I kept putting it down and picking it up and putting it down, picking it up. And they say once you have a contact, truly, it's only good for a couple of months. If you don't produce in a couple of months, they lose interest. So I think at some point in my life, after I'm done all the fun rock and roll stuff, I think I'm going to pull out that novel, look at it with some fresh eyes, and polish that baby up.
Nice. Yeah, that's super cool. I love that you have a novel. That's, just that you have
That's
one.
sick.
You know what I mean? Like,
You
I don't
should
have
start,
any novels.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should start writing a novel, Jim. I'd love to read your novel one day, buddy.
I will write a novel on how much I fucking hate you. I just have to wait.
Oh fuck!
Well, I
man.
need to get more,
guess I'll
I need to
learn-
get more stories.
I guess I'll have to learn how to read so I can read that one.
It'll be on Amazon audiobook.
Oh, cool. As long as
Kindle,
you're reading it
all
to
that other
Are you
shit.
reading it to us?
You would just sit by your bedside
Yes.
and read the
Yes.
entire chapter a night.
I'll pay extra for that.
You should start it like a letter, Jim. Just the first words, "Dear Anthony."
Right?
Oh, how I hate thee.
Right.
Let me count the ways.
1,000, 2 1,000.
When's this drop, Jim? I can't wait.
It'll be like, when we're rich, of course, from this show.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I have like a study in one of the wings of my mansion that,
Oh, you're
I'll-
gonna be that guy.
yeah.
You're gonna be that guy that fucking has a fucking library but doesn't read any of his books, or has like 9 boats just because he can. Doesn't use them just because he can.
And now for the memoirs of James
Exactly.
Mintel Jr.
Exactly.
I'll do it all, bro. I'll have the
Dear Anthony,
I'll have the red.
how I hate thee. Let me count the ways.
I'll be douchey to that. I'll have the red like silk
He'll be
road
I know.
douching it up.
with the J and the
The
M.
slick back
on the
hair.
thing. I'll smoke my tobacco out of a pipe. I hope they sell loose Newport red tobacco. I don't know. I haven't tried anything else.
If you're rich, they sell anything, Jim. You can buy anything once you're rich.
Oh my god. But yes, it is super cool that you wrote a novel, Marcy, for sure. I mean, you really inspired me. Now
She's
I'm gonna.
like, where
now
the
I'm
fuck
writing
am
this
I?
thing.
Jimmy's gonna go buy a notebook tonight.
Oh my god. So, where are you from, Marcy? You were talking about this high school. Are you from Philly or?
So I was actually born and raised in Philly, but I didn't stay here my whole life.
Good.
This is a funny story. So I always wanted to live in LA. Like I grew up.
I do know how you found yourself in LA for a while there.
I
right?
did. I grew up and they always talked about the Strip, the Roxy, the whiskey, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go party on the Strip,
Yeah.
So once I turned 19, saved up a little bit of money, I jumped on a bus, okay? And a bus from here to LA was almost 3 days, okay? So I barely showered. I ate canned food out of a can for 3 days. They dropped me off in the center of downtown LA. But the part that makes this story crazy is I'd never been to LA. So I just packed up and just moved to a city I'd never even visited before, So I'm in LA by
Ballsy.
myself. I don't have a job. I got a little bit of money here. And it's like, what do you do? And I was like, taxi, take me to Hollywood. And literally that night, I was partying on the Sunset Strip and like staying at a hotel, like this beat up hotel in Hollywood. And that's pretty much what I did for the next 3 months. And then my best friend from Philly, she came down and then we got a legit apartment and legit jobs, and we partied for like the next 4 years. And it was amazing. I was supposed to go to school. Like, I actually registered to go to school down there. Never did it. Too busy partying.
Fucking A.
That's amazing.
Marcy went to Hollywood and didn't leave Hollywood again for 4 years.
No.
What was your job?
Oh, now the interesting story about my job. Okay, so I used to work at a store. Okay, I was security. Okay, but I was undercover security. So crazy stuff used to happen. I actually had a guy shoplift in front of me while he was trying to get my phone number. He's legit asking me for my phone number while he's like stuffing stuff in his pockets, and he doesn't know I work there. But my thing is this: is this how you impress a woman? You rob the store in front of her? Like,
in LA it is.
It was out of control. And the cool part about my job was we actually got paid extra money every time we bust somebody. So I literally watched this man stuff his whole body with our merch just to get him outside so I could get the bonus. Like, because if I told him, I would get the bonus, you know?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you busted his ass.
Hell yeah.
I busted.
Fuck
Oh my
that
God.
dude.
He was so shocked. He could not believe that this chick he was flirting with was undercover security. He could not believe
I do agree,
that.
though. It's like, hey, like, while in the middle of flirting with you, he's like stealing shit right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
That's
crazy.
It was
crazy,
out
man.
of
I love the idea of an undercover. See, I would love that. That's something I want to do. We should go work at the Chamonix Mall as undercover mall cops.
I'm good.
No, let's do it for
I'm
a little bit. Come on, why not?
Because I ain't getting in nobody's business. I'm minding my own damn business and doing my own shit.
Dude, I think
I
we'd be
tell you,
cool.
don't get
Me
shot.
and Ant. Fine, fuck you. Me and Harley will do it then.
I like being nosy.
That'd be cool, though, right? We can be in plain clothes, you know. We can't drive those fucking things they drive,
you don't
though,
get the
because
cool
then you'd
scooters.
know.
You
What
do
would we
kind of look
drive?
like Paul Blart, bro. Got him. Got him.
Oh, my God, dude.
Love you, buddy.
Whatever. Kevin James. It's not that bad of a... It's not...
I fucking love
yeah.
Kevin James, dude. He's the fucking man.
It's better than... Marcy, I was in the fucking casino. These people must have been really drunk. They're like... I hear them talking before they come up to me, the one guy. They're like, dude, that's fucking Q. That's cute.
Oh, no.
No way.
From Impractical Jokers.
No way.
Oh no.
That's
I'm
wild,
like, this
dude.
is fucking stupid. Number one, he's like 30 years or like 20 years
Dude, you should have
older
played
than me.
along.
You really should have.
They probably would have bought you a drink or like fucking something.
Did they not know when they came up?
No, the dude came up and he was like, are you? And then I was like, no, bro. I
Aw.
kind of told him as he
Dude.
was coming up because I heard them.
Jim.
I would have been like, yeah, man.
I told Mike Devine to do that same thing when we were at the concert.
Oh, it's
Somebody
fucking. 'cause
legitimately thought like, all
he
right.
looks just like fucking Jason, whatever the fuck his name is.
Muse.
Yeah, no, is that who Silent or Jay and Silent
Yeah.
Bob is?
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
Jason
then
Mewes.
yeah.
I don't
Jason-
think
yeah.
he looks just like him,
Dude,
but I can tell
he
why.
did
Look-
when we first
Look
met him.
at
Yeah.
young pictures of young Mike Devine. There's even pictures with him with a fucking beanie on. He
Yeah.
looks just like him, dude.
No, and
It's the hair.
I
I think
understand.
it's mostly
he
the
was
hair.
wearing a beanie at this show. That's why he was wearing, and I can understand from afar. Oh, excuse me, fuck. Why people thought it was him. But yeah,
You ever get mistaken for any celebrities?
You know what? I was just thinking about that. I have never got mistaken, as far as I know. Like, if people thought it, they never
Oh,
did.
okay.
But some interesting things did happen. One time,
You were my favorite guest. I love how everything is going to be interesting, and it is.
No,
That's great.
No, it's just ironic. One time I was in the mall just with my friend, and it was these international tourist guys, and they wanted to take a picture with me, and we're trying to explain I'm nobody famous, and they're like, yes, American girl, and it's you had to be there in the moment.
That's
because-
awesome.
because
That
I
is
thought
funny.
they thought I was somebody famous, and apparently they didn't. They just wanted a picture with me to show when they go back home, this is the girls in America. You know?
That's crazy.
And so that was a.
Can
that
you
was a
believe I
moment.
saw one of these?
I wonder where they're at in life right now.
Right.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if they still think of me. I wonder
Right?
if they're like, where's that American girl?
They probably went back to whatever country they were
Probably
from.
still have the picture.
They probably have it printed out, blown up in their living room.
Right.
That would be
That was
amazing.
the time I met my
Wait,
first
what
American
wait,
girl.
what if they actually watch this and they'd be like, that's the girl right there.
Reach out. Reach out to us, bro.
She's talking about us. Listen
If
to
you
her.
guys are watching it, comment below.
So,
Right.
Marcy, real quick, while you were, doing your partying in Hollywood and being an undercover store agent, you did have time to be an extra in a movie, right? You were telling me that before.
I actually did several extra jobs. It used to be really, really easy to get into it. All you did was you contacted the extra agency. There was some big movies that I had a chance to be in, but they kind of made them not sound that appealing because sometimes you had to wear like costumes and stuff, and they're like, you have to wear this costume for 12 hours and you're going to sweat.
And you don't get paid
Well,
either,
you
right?
used to get paid
You
minimum
did-
wage.
Okay. Oh, okay. You do get paid.
You
okay.
get paid, and you know something else that's really cool? They really treated you well. Like there would be like big buffets. You get to take home like studio merch. So there were some really cool,
that is
some
cool.
cool
Yeah.
things. I got to meet like a few famous actors and stuff like that, but it was just mostly for the Hollywood experience. When I was out in Hollywood, I just wanted to be Marcy Hollywood, okay? Like I wanted to be like involved in like everything.
Go big or go
Who
home.
did you
right?
meet?
Fucking A.
You said you met some famous people. Who did you meet?
I met a few people doing an extra, but actually the undercover security job, that was gold. That is where I met like all the famous people. One person I didn't meet, but I got close enough to talk to his bodyguard was actually Prince, okay, before he passed
What?
He
away.
was in your
shit.
store?
He was in my store.
What
he was in
fucking
my
kind
store.
of store? Is this like a ShopRite or is this like a fucking... Like what kind of store are we talking?
Yeah, well, I'm here. What kind of store was
Is
it?
Prince just in there like buying cucumbers or like...
You know what? It's a funnier
These
story.
tomatoes
it's a
aren't
funnier
right.
story if he was, though. I'm trying not to say which store it
No,
was.
all right,
'cause
you don't have to
Was
say
it
the
like
name.
was it a clothing
it
store
kinda
or?
ages me, but it was a music store.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was a
Okay.
music
So-
store.
Ages.
It ages me, okay, if I tell you what
Those
store it was.
those things still exist, you know.
You might as well tell us you rode here on a dinosaur. What are you talking
Yeah,
Pretty much.
music store. Holy
Pretty
shit!
much. Pretty much. But one of my favorite stories, because I've told this story to some of my friends. It was just so amazing. Okay, when I was younger, I had this major crush on David Lee Roth from Van Halen. Okay, big crush on David Lee Roth. So when I was working at the store, he came in the store, and it was funny because all I saw was, now you have to picture this, like this is a younger David Lee Roth. He's got the long blonde hair. It was in a ponytail, okay? He's got this backpack, but it looked like a hiking backpack. That thing must have been like half the size of his
about?
body.
His crazy ass probably just walked down from the hills and stuff at that store. He's probably living up there for a couple of days.
He had like an army cap, but it was pulled down. And he had his head down. So when he came through the door, I had no clue it was David Lee Roth. I thought it was some, like you said, some weird homeless guy or something like that, you know?
Incognito.
So I'm like standing there at the front, and I'm looking at this guy with this big backpack, and I'm like, what the heck? So I say to him, I'm like, excuse me, you need to check your backpack at the door. Then when he turns around, and I saw his beautiful blue eyes, I'm like, oh my God, is that David? Then I said to myself, oh my God, is that David Lee Roth? Wait. Then I looked down at myself, and I'm not wearing this outfit. I wish I was wearing this outfit. I'm at work. I'm wearing this button-down white shirt, these slacks, and I'm trying to like unbutton the buttons, and
Right.
I'm trying to look cute, for David Lee Roth.
Somebody was trying to take David Lee Roth in the back of the store.
No, but it was funny because like he was just like he is on the stage. Like he's just like on 24/7. Like he was just
He didn't jump in the air and do a split, did he?
Cocaine will do that to you.
Come on, tell us. He at least did a roundhouse, right?
Can you imagine?
After he's done checking out, just a fucking full split.
That would be amazing, dude.
Oh shit, I'm caught.
Yes.
Oh my god! I wish you guys were my coworkers. You guys would have kept me laughing 24/7. If you guys were my coworkers, oh my god, we would have had the greatest laughs at that place.
Dude, I would love to have been your coworker.
There were so many bands that came in. The guys in Pearl Jam came in.
Marcy, real can I cut you off? What kind of is this like a famous music store? Or was this just a place on
I
the
have a
strip?
feeling I know what it's called.
No,
So
it's right on it was right on Sunset Boulevard.
All right.
Yeah, it's a chain. pretty
Yeah.
much.
So Pearl Jam. Go ahead. You said Pearl Jam.
See, if I tell you some people, I'm aging myself again. I told you about Prince, so you know that had to be like a couple of years ago at least, because of Prince. The rumor was that Michael Jackson came in. I never saw him, but that was the rumor. I saw, I saw Bobby Brown. I actually saw some famous actors. My favorite, not here, but when I worked at Victoria's Secret, I worked everywhere. When I worked at Victoria's Secrets, the most famous person I ever saw there was Keanu Reeves. That was awesome.
Oh, damn.
That was
Who was my dude? What
did
was
he
my
buy?
dude?
he was with a chick, and that's the only reason why I didn't talk to him. He was with a chick. They walked in the store. They went straight back to lingerie. They were there like 5 minutes, and they were gone. But like he's just so distinctive looking. So the second he walked in, like some other people like David Lee, you look at him and you're like, wait, is that David Lee Roth? But with Keanu, like the second you see his face,
like,
you know
that's
who
Keanu.
he is.
Yeah, he can wear a hat and put his head down all he wants.
You
know it's Keanu.
It's Keanu Reeves. But I mean, I would suggest that anybody who just wants to have a good time, you gotta go to LA. You just gotta go. It's just so much. The things that happen there would never happen here. I used to say that. I used to be there sometimes, and there was so much crazy stuff that happened. Like so many celebrity parties we went to, VIP, just crazy stuff. And I'd be like, that stuff would never happen to me in Philly. I'm like, is this even my life anymore?
Oh yeah, because you just in LA you're living. You can just walk down the street and
anybody. We saw Ozzy Osbourne. He was in a convertible. We saw the guys in Kiss.
Dude.
We saw the guys in Bon Jovi. We saw so many.
See though,
I'm trying to go
it
to LA.
sucks
out
that
there.
LA's not the same anymore. It
I know,
sucks
it's
that
definitely
you're
not
not.
the
You'll
same.
Well, no, they're all moving out.
Yeah,
Everybody's moving
LA's
out.
on the fucking downfall right now.
Everybody's
man.
not moving out. There's
I
plenty
wish
of
I
people
could
that
have
you can
been
go there.
born
No.
way sooner.
80s and fucking
gone.
90s and
You
2000s
can run into
LA
Justin
and
Bieber
Hollywood
and Cardi
fuck
B
that
and-
piece of shit and that piece of shit. I want to party with Motley Crue, not some fucking douchebag.
Right. I want to run into David Lee Roth in a fucking store.
Right?
Imagine.
Exactly.
That's my life. That's my life. Okay.
Dude, no. I'm happy that you were just like, I gotta go to LA. You weren't going out there trying to leave everything behind to become a movie star necessarily. You just wanted to go out,
Party.
experience the lifestyle and party, and that's what the fuck you did. Worked a couple different jobs, got an apartment, partied for 4 years.
It's like
Sounds
I
like
say.
the fucking life, and I'm jealous.
It's like I say, man. Everybody wilds out at some point.
You just
Yeah.
gotta
You're
pull the
either
fucking
young and
trigger,
get it
man.
out the
Shoot your
way, or
shot.
you're fucked.
That is so cool, though, man.
Yeah, but and like you were saying, I mean, that was the perfect time when I went out there to do all that stuff. Like if I had waited years, it would have been a different experience.
Totally.
The people that were there then, like you said, they're not there now. They
Yeah.
moved on. Like I was there in the perfect time, when
were there
when the
prime
rainbow
time
was
Hollywood.
still hot,
Yep.
when Whiskey and Roxy, when the Viper Room was just taking
Yep.
off. Like I was there
When
during
you
the
were
prime time.
you were allowed to rock and roll all the
Yeah.
time.
When rock and roll was still fucking rock
the
and
cat
roll.
the cat
Yeah.
house was still there. Now that's old school.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So that was a good time. Like I have the best memories, But of course, if I didn't come back, I couldn't have done the Monster Factory and the wrestling thing.
Yeah, of course.
So I do appreciate that, and of course, like all the friends that I made since I've been back. But I have to admit, LA was hot. It was hot.
No, I just love how you did it. Like not unlike everybody else that runs out there looking for on false dreams and ends up homeless and depressing.
Jesus,
and that
Jim.
is the
bro.
No, that is what you see a lot of. You know what I mean? Like
That is true.
living in Venice and shit like that. You know, these people who they're just like people who moved out there and tried it, and we're like, fuck it.
You know what
on Venice.
You know what the difference is though? Is she didn't go out there like I'm gonna make it big.
Yeah,
she went out
exactly.
there
That's what I'm
like
saying,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go just have a good fucking
Yeah.
time, and I'm gonna figure that out. I'll get a shit job.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. And then you found an awesome job, and then you just fucking went to town on it. Like
Yeah.
no, so that's
You didn't know-
that's
you
the
didn't even know-
secret.
You didn't even
If
know
you
what
wanna-
LA is.
Yeah, if you want to make it big in LA, you have to really not give a shit. Just go out there, have a good time.
It's true.
Are these? This looks like a city to me. Taxi, Hollywood, please, and then you just stayed there.
That's right. That's right.
Sounds like a
Funny as
movie,
shit.
to be honest.
I
Yeah.
know, it's so funny. That's great. So, what? We talked about your wrestling, and your songwriting. What? There was something else on that that you said you wanted to bring up promotionally, right?
Oh, so the only other things that's going on, besides the movie that is not going to start till next month, But I mean, right now, I'm all over, social media. I'm posting stuff, giving updates, and so that's actually been taking up a lot of my time because I just started my Instagram page last month, and so that's lots of fun, posting selfies and all kinds of updates. But I mean, like I said, I'm gonna do the background singing for my friend's band, but things are gonna be a little crazy for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple of months, and then after that, I'm gonna hopefully have the demo finished. I'm gonna be
Nice.
hopefully out there, doing everything I can do
Doing your
for
thing,
the
yeah,
artists
for
that
sure.
hear my song. Somebody buy it and give me millions of dollars,
That'd be nice.
Take us with you.
But in the meantime, I'm open to new projects. If somebody else has a video, they want to make me their next video vixen or something cool like that, a movie offer. I'm up for it.
For sure. Yeah.
You just got to go with the flow and see where life takes you.
So, are you? I know you're probably of all people. We've been asking this question a lot since Philly and Jersey is open back up and music's starting back. Is that like a fucking adrenaline rush? I know. The Foo Fighters show. Is that your first show that you've seen since the official
That was
No Mask?
That was the first major show I've been to in years. And actually I have another show coming up. There's a show in August with Fall Out Boy and Weezer and Green Day. So a big stadium tour. I'm gonna go to that too. But yeah, the Foo Fighters was the first big thing. I've been going to some local shows. I have a lot of friends that play in bands.
Yeah.
So I've been getting somewhat of a fix,
Yeah,
I've been
for sure.
hearing music, now you're actually allowed to get up and dance. So the last few
You don't
times
have to wear a
went out-
fucking mask anymore, which I was so happy when I found out people are getting vaccine, the masks, no masks. I was like, great, yes, 'cause I hate wearing those goddamn masks. But we're having a big thing I want to try to have a big MMR barbecue tailgating
Okay.
thing, and I want to get that started. You should definitely come to that.
Oh no, that sounds like a good time. I'm always up for fun and a good time because life is too short. So enjoy every second of it while you can. I'm all about that.
Yes,
We're gonna get beer pong set up and everything.
Yeah, I definitely want to do it big for the first. I haven't tailgated in a long time. But
Oh, Lord.
Well, before we start wrapping it up, do you want to plug anything else or give it your
Replug, make sure
Instagrams
they-
and stuff? Tell
So-
people where you're going to be?
So my Instagram and my Facebook page is both under Marcy RockGirl. That's MarcyRockGirl. As far as where I'm going to be, I will be updating both pages as I go along, and so anything you want to know, you'll find them on either one of those pages. Just give me a follow, and I hope to hear from you soon. And thank you guys for having me on here. It's so much fun.
Marcy
Yeah,
Rocker.
hold on. Before I got one more question since Ant didn't understand what I was trying to say.
No, I can't read your writing, buddy. Your
You know, we
writing.
try to ask people. You've had this crazy life.
I was gonna say,
You've
you
had a good
partied.
party a lot of time. Do you have a really good LSD story
Oh, yeah,
that
no,
you want
see,
to
I'd
share
never
with
would've
us
guessed
by
that.
any chance?
Never
Dude, I
would've
went
guessed
LSD.
Never would have
like,
Nope. Didn't get that at all.
LSD.
I don't know if you've ever tried it or anything like that. I'm just asking if you did, do you have an awesome story that you'd like to share?
So this is what I will say. My official answer is that I get high on life. Okay.
Okay.
That's my official answer is I get high on life. I don't have. I'm sorry. I
That's
have
okay.
tons of more stories. But I don't have any LSD stories. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm happy you get high on life. That's the coolest thing ever.
That's the best
Sure.
thing to get high off of.
I love life, and I love getting high on life, and I need a couple shots sometimes.
Yeah.
I get high on cocaine. But Marcy RockGirl, thank you for being on. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Peace.
Good night.
Does he got to pee? He said he's got to pee.